So you'll put this in the end. I don't have gloves, but so this is your clasp. It's closed, so if that's closed, you can't get anything in there. So you always want to open that. And then your food and your meds go in here. So you can put this in and pull back a little bit. You don't want to pull back a lot. So if you pull back just like that much and residual comes in there, then you know you're in the stomach. And then you always put that back in because there's a lot of nutrients and stomach acid and stuff that you don't want to take anything out and then throw it away. So that's how you can determine placement. The other thing is if you have a stethoscope, you can get 5 mils of air or a little bit less, and then put your stethoscope on her belly, push the air in, and if you can hear it gurgling, then you know you're in the stomach. So those are 2 ways to check for placement. Easiest one is to aspirate.
Okay.
So to put this in there like that, and then just pull back a little bit, and then push it back in. And then if it's not working, make sure your clamp's undone. The biggest thing is flushes. So before you ever put anything in there, you want to flush it with, I think right now we're doing like 150 mils of water before we start the feeding, and then 150 after, and I think got it on here.
And it's just regular water.
Like regular bottled water, like distilled water?
Regular water.
Oh,
Right
okay.
out of the sink.
Yeah.
Oh, right out of the sink?
Yes,
I mean-
because the stomach is not,
Whatever water you drink, it's
Yeah.
just like
Oh,
drinking
okay.
water. You just put it in your stomach the
Okay.
same way you drink it.
Okay.
Different way than you drink it, but same
Yeah.
purpose.
Yeah.
We're doing 150 mils every 4 hours, so we'll stop the feed because you can pause it and then unclamp or unhook that. Do 150 of when you just pour. So this always comes out if you're just pouring water in. So you would unhook the feed and then put this in there, and then just get a cup and pour your water in. So I get a different.
By gravity go in.
Yep. And these ones will give you measurements, so 150 right there. Pour that in. Make sure she stays hydrated. Meds. So you have to get something to crush your medicine up, and then that goes in a little. We just use a little med cup about that big. Always, the biggest thing is always flush first. So with meds, we usually do, the 30 milliliter cups. We do 30 mils of that, and then you always mix the meds, crush them up like powder, otherwise they'll get clogged in there. And then slowly put the meds in. And we usually do 1 pill at a time. Sometimes we'll have a doctor's order to do them all together, but it's easier. That's a good way to get it clogged up. So I would do 1 pill, crush it up really good, put it in a little thing of water, flush it with just water, then put your med in, get all the residual out, pour that in, and then flush it again with water. And you just want to use a little bit of water with the meds if there's a lot of meds, so she doesn't get, so she doesn't get distended from too much water.
I don't take very meds. On Mondays, I take 6
Yeah.
Nephrochex.
Yeah.
That's the big one.
Just 1 day a week.
Yeah.
And so that's not too bad. I still,
And then every day you take your iodine.
Yes.
she's got eye drops, she's got the chlorhexinate right now, mouthwashes, which she was rinsing and then spitting it out and then rinsing her mouth with water. And I told her, you're supposed to not have anything in your mouth. You're not supposed to. You're in PO, so you're not drinking or eating anything anyways, but that's just a rinse. But you're supposed to not have anything in your mouth for 30 minutes after that. So she shouldn't rinse with water after that.
Oh, okay. She should squish it around and spit it out.
Yeah, and then she could rinse a half hour later if she wants to.
Did it taste bad or something, Mom?
Oh, it's very good.
Yeah.
It smells like Listerine mouthwash. I've never tried it though.
And you cannot, I can't swallow anything.
Yeah.
If
Right.
I were to swallow that,
Yeah.
So, biggest thing is the flushes. The feeding, we're doing 65 milliliters an hour right now for 18 hours. So I did 365 times 18 to figure out what the total is. So it's easier if you every
So you know how many of those containers daily?
yeah, we change these out every 24 hours. So I just did today's 23rd
Yeah.
to the 24th.
Because we've got a stock of those, but I've got to calculate how many days it's going to last us. I think it's like 12 in a case, right? A dozen?
And at home, you don't have to change it every day. You can
Right.
wash it out. It's just because that's our facility policy. But at